Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for February 3rd. Here are the key risks shaping today's session. A high-profile software supply chain hijack touching Notepad++, escalating abuse of AI assistant ecosystems, and active exploitation of a recently patched Microsoft Office vulnerability, with credential phishing pressure on SaaS in the background. We start with software supply chain trust. Investigators link a China nexus group known as Lotus Blossom to the compromise of infrastructure hosting Notepad++, redirecting some update traffic and delivering a previously undocumented backdoor, dubbed Chrysalis. Reporting indicates the operation persisted for months and selectively targeted users, turning a routine update check into an intrusion path. It's a clear reminder that open-source tooling and developer workflows are prime targets when attackers can sit upstream of the download. Meanwhile, the OpenClaw ecosystem, the self-hosted personal AI assistant, formerly known as Moltbot, is under coordinated pressure from multiple angles. A security audit of the ClawHub marketplace found hundreds of malicious third-party skills across multiple campaigns, and separate reporting points to more than 200 malicious packages rushed into the ecosystem within a week. Adding to the risk, a high-severity flaw fixed on January 30th enabled one-click remote code execution through a crafted link by abusing token exfiltration. In short, the plugin and skills model around AI assistance is becoming a supply chain attack surface in its own right, with access to API keys, session tokens, and sensitive data. Following on from yesterday's discussion of the OpenVSX compromise, there's a new development. Researchers say the glassworm malware, delivered via malicious OpenVSX extensions, is specifically targeting macOS, stealing passwords, crypto wallet data, and developer credentials and configurations. That widens the downstream impact for teams using those extensions in cross-platform engineering environments. On the vulnerability front, Ukraine's incident responders warn that Russian operators are actively exploiting a recently patched Microsoft Office bug in the wild. This is classic post-patch exploitation. Turn newly disclosed weaknesses into phishing-ready initial access, particularly through document lures, while defenders are still in their patching window. In identity and SaaS, a malware-free phishing campaign is harvesting Dropbox logins by luring employees to view fake request orders. It's a straightforward credential theft play aimed at file-sharing accounts that often sit at the center of collaboration and data exchange. And a quick clarification in the data breach column. Panera Bread's incident is now pegged at 5.1 million accounts impacted, not 14 million as initially circulated, according to a breach notification service review. Looking ahead, expect additional integrity checks and advisories from the Notepad++ project and hosting partners, more cleanup and guidance around OpenClaw skills and registries, and continued attacker interest in the freshly patched Office bug. The Dropbox lure set looks ongoing, so watch for similar brand-themed credential pages cropping up in inboxes. What to watch for today? Identity providers and file-sharing platforms facing phishing-led credential theft. Code editors, mirrors, and update channels as supply chain targets. AI assistant platforms and third-party skills marketplaces. macOS developer environments and crypto-adjacent tooling. And Office endpoints where patch adoption timelines meet active exploitation. The takeaway: trust abuse is moving along three rails: software update paths, plugin marketplaces, and everyday SaaS logins. The open question is whether validation and monitoring can keep pace with attackers' upstream pivots without adding unnecessary friction for users. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.